Oh, I can check my blood alcohol content.
What is
0.07.
That says pansy.
You're a bully.
Bully! All right. I want to try this. How do you do this?
Press the button.
It says reefer.
Oh, 0.10.
Wow.
You're always one better. Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name is Dutch.
My name is Jules.
Me llamo Angel.
And welcome to yet another episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition. Our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subjected to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, the bottle that everybody asks us to review, Tequila, Ocho, Puntas. This is the 2023 release of the Puntas. If you don't know anything about this, this is the still strength Blanco that is released by Ocho. From what I know, it's the only one they release, and they don't release it every year. As you can see there, we got NOM.
Make sure you emphasize the N.
Yeah, 1474. Puntas. Sorry, yes, Puntas. It's got this really cool, like, light green, motif to the label. I think it looks beautiful. The tequila, or the agave harvested for this release, I believe, was the Mesa Colorada, which the regular Mesa Colorada Blanco I thought was very, very good. And this is basically the cask strength version, or the still strength version of that. 53% alcohol, 106 proof. Now, the Puntas refers to a specific part of the distillate. Dylan, you got all the info for us on this?
Yeah, so Puntas literally means the tip, right? And so...
that's what she said.
Wow, it's just not Puritan here. But it's the small cut at the end of the heads, beginning of the heart of the distillation part. And it's supposed to be the most flavorful part. And, there's a added bonus in that it's presented in a higher proof. So, and it's great. I mean, when they did the first release, this is the second release. The first release was received very well. I think the tequila community really enjoyed it. Let's see what this...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like the still strength releases are not uncommon. Not every brand does them.
Though. Yeah.
And the Ocho one, I think, is just one of the highly coveted one. Price point, Dylan.
Yeah.
90? 100?
Yeah, but going rate, if you wanted to buy it right now, what are we looking at? 400, 500?
80? No, it's probably 200.
Not funny.
Right? Wow.
Dude, why is there's always somebody fighting in one of these episodes?
Exactly.
I can get it right now for $279.9. Well, yeah, $279.99.
So 300-ish, let's call it.
Gouging everybody, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So yeah, let's get into this. Oh, and we should note, for members of Curiosity Private, we're gonna have a special segment at the end of this episode that we're gonna shoot.
Special guest.
The special guest. We got none other than Dr. Ojo. He's gonna pop on set and he's gonna give you guys his hot take.
It's a ghost.
Reaction of this bottle at the end. So we'll film that with him, and he'll let us know what he thinks about it. Actually, do you want your glass now?
Sure.
Or do you want to have it at the end too?
Yeah, probably let it open up.
Yeah, you want to let it breathe and whatnot. All right, guys, let's get tasting.
Well, let me nose your glass.
You got a tainted glass?
No, I don't know if I want to make sure it's coming from the liquor.
Is it?
Hints of Jules's musk.
You don't mind?
Yes.
Is it pineapple?
Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
All right. We've all tasted it. We've all scored it. We haven't revealed our scores. We haven't discussed our scores at all.
Nope.
We're going to do that in a second. First, Jules is going to tell you all about our scoring system without looking at his card.
Can't do it, Dutch.
Can you do it in
10
Spanish?
categories that add up to, hell no, add up to 100 points that include aroma, flavor, body complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. You'll medal in our competition. If you score 16, I'll go from bronze, silver, gold to
First time, every time.
I know, man.
Cinco diamantes.
All right, guys. Initial scores. Now, of course, this could change as we talk about it. Let's reveal our initial score. My initial score, 84.
84.
Medigas, 84.
What? We're in sync.
Wow. Very rare occurrence here that we have the exact same score.
Very rare.
All right. Well, let's talk about it because I'm assuming we probably have some discrepancies in categories, but let's see how it goes. First category, aroma. Very, very nice. I give it an 8.
I give it a 9.
8.
I gave it a 9.
I was close.
I want to explain that, but you guys go first.
I mean, rich cooked agave, a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of citrus.
Okay.
Very deep.
Whatever. All that's fine, but here's the thing. This is really unique because I felt like the interplay between the alcohol and the fermented agave gave me something that was really interesting. I got onion. Really pleasant onion. I think my nose is interpreting kind of the burn of the alcohol with a little bit of that.
Like a sweet Hawaiian onion or something?
Yeah, sweet Hawaiian onion. I was like,
saying.
wow, this is really unique. And that's why I went from an 8 to a 9.
I mean, if I was delusional, I could convince myself
the other
that's
thing,
what it is, but...
Pretty much.
So that's delusional. Easy. The other thing is, I can't, it's not nosing like that high proof or higher proof, 106. It doesn't nose like a very high proof. So very pleasant. Agave is well represented, which is really nice. I love that kind of slight burning, oniony, fermented nose. It's very sweet. It's savory. I'm getting a lot of that. So that's why I give it a 9. Why isn't it not a perfect?
It's really good.
Again, I mean, it's just not perfect. There's I wish they had a little bit more of the cactus candy.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. It's just I don't know what it is. Like I wanted another element to really push me above an 8 or a 9.
Like I was just saying earlier, like I think some of it just gets muddied. So it's just like
I think it's almost because like there's such a rich cooked agave flavor there. You really don't get a lot beyond that. Like the subtle things are kind of washed out by how rich the agave is, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's great.
But I'd love to chew on that tip. You know,
that's what she said.
All right, next category. I have to bleep all this. Next category, flavor. 18.
18.
Yeah, really good. Really good. I mean, a little bit of pepper, citrus comes through. The rich agave core is there. The cooked agave, hint of like almost like a vanilla or kind of baking spice in there. It's very subtle, but it kind of is like if you had like a little bit of like vanilla or something like that mixed in with like a lemon and a lime flavor. It's really interesting.
Guys, here's like the best way I could describe the experience that I got on this. Willy Wonka's Everlasting Gobstopper. So seriously, if you guys remember that, you remember that. So like when you take a bite,
I remember that.
Yeah, but it's like the exploration you get with the flavors that present itself. It's like this roller coaster. It comes in different times.
They never explain the Gobstopper flavor. I think you're mistaken.
Or maybe whichever one is the meal one.
It was the gum.
Is that the gum? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's that one.
It's like
sorry. Wow. Look at this Willy Wonka fanatic.
It's like gravy.
Yeah, but that one. That's what I'm talking about. Where like it's like that. Yeah.
So you didn't even remember.
Well, whatever, dude. Willy Wonka, whatever.
Anyway,
I'm just saying that's the experience.
You know what? I think I kind of understand what you're saying because what I got was like buttery, oily, earthy, savory. That's what I wrote here. Like that fermented, slight funk. Very pleasant. You get the traditional stuff like the agave sweetness, blah, 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 blah. Same thing. But I think what really stands out for me is that oily, buttery, delicious, savory component. I think it like with that aroma, I didn't get that onion that I got on the aroma, but in the flavor, it was just really oily, really just savory.
You don't get that hint of vanilla at the end, like the last third of the palate? Yeah. Like it's not like a fake vanilla, but it's like a very subtle, light vanilla.
It's like the vanilla bean.
I get more citrus.
I get a lot of citrus, but towards the end, I get this like hint of like a baking spice in there.
Maybe the vanilla is like for me the butter.
Yeah, and then the front end, I get like that white pepper, and it kind of like weaves in and out of the agave.
It does because towards the finish too, I still get that pepper that comes up.
The white pepper. Yeah,
but it's not like the cheese of like Don Fulano or something.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next category: body. 8.
I like the 8.
8.
I thought Dylan was going to be a 9.
Me too.
I seriously thought he was going to be a 9 because I was like, this is a pretty good body.
It's pretty good.
Why not higher?
I want like more of the jammy, dark, thick flavors coming through.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
it's
coating is
there, but
really
it's
good.
not. It's not a 9 or a 10.
The coating's really good.
The coating's nice, but it's not like luxurious.
But I also
You know,
feel
it's
like
just-
as the tasting
covers,
experience
but-
goes on, it's like it fades.
Yeah.
Like it coats very well initially, and then like everything kind of
Fades
concentrates in the middle of the palate. But it's good. Complexity 8.
8. It just kept changing.
I give it a 9.
It's a lot.
Because of how much.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I originally had a 9. I
and-
went down to an 8 actually because
No, I was experiencing all kinds of the different flavors. I mean, everything you guys pretty much listed. That's why the only way I could really describe it is like that ever-changing.
but it was like
You know,
pepper,
like,
citrus, and then that tiny hint of vanilla. That was really it, in addition to the agave.
No, you know what?
No, dude. Like I
That's a
mean,
lot
with the-
though, right?
It's a little bit now.
No, it's a lot
let's
more
go
than
9.
that. But yeah.
Let's go 9.
All right. I mean, I originally had a 9.
Yeah,
I can be talked up. I'll go to 9.
it's pretty good.
All right. Next category. Balance 9.
I gave it an 8.
I give it an 8. I started off at a 7, and now I'm talking to myself.
So,
So I think I might even go back to the 7.
No, the reason it's
But-
higher than you think it is because it's one of those again where it's not at any given moment. It's if you look at the entire spectrum. It's here's this agave core.
Yeah.
These other flavors are weaving in and out.
Yeah.
If you look at it as a whole image, it's balanced. The experience is balanced, but any individual section,
That's a good way to
you might be as like, well,
because when I was starting to
more
critique
pepper
it,
here.
yeah, because that's when like I was trying to
No.
overanalyze it almost.
Intermittent bitterness.
I didn't get that.
No, I
That
don't get
kind
that.
of
Bitterness?
threw the analysis off from time to time, and that's why it's not a perfect. It's not a 9 or a 10.
I think it's a 9.
It was
I didn't
enough
get that.
to detract from like a singular focus on this jam, right? So
Well, that's an interesting description because I think that's why like I knocked it off on. That's why it's not perfect or even 9 because of my focus kept changing.
yeah,
You know, so-
I agree. I think the focus
means the
does
balance
change.
is a bit
yeah, the
off
focus
then,
does
right?
change,
So it's
right?
I agree though.
Yeah.
It's-
Like-
the parameters are set. It doesn't go beyond them. Like it never becomes too spicy.
Yeah,
It's
but
always
you just
the right
described it
amount.
yourself too. You have to look at the whole thing of that journey.
Right,
in
but
order
you're not
to
listening to
understand,
what I'm
but then,
saying.
like, in between.
You got the agave core here. Everything is always going to be balanced with that core.
No, but this is temporal, like
Yeah.
fourth dimensionally.
That's what I'm saying.
If
It
you
is
put a,
balanced
if
if
you
you're
put
thinking
a
about it fourth
dot,
dimensionally.
no.
I really do think it is. The experience of tasting it feels very balanced to me. But like I said, I understand how at any given point you may
Yeah,
feel
it
like,
feels itself.
well, I'm not
That there's
getting
something off.
the citrus here. You get it at the end, and you get more of the pepper at the beginning. But to me, it's like that entire experience has been, it's like thought out as a tasting menu as opposed to thought out as an individual dish. It's like it's how this wakes your senses up for the next thing you're going to try.
Clever clug. All right.
Whatever. Agree or disagree.
Sure.
Finish 8.
8.
8.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Had some flaws.
A little
Nice.
bit of that bitterness, like that I talked about.
did get a little
That's
funky
kinda-
back
yeah,
Towards the end,
that's right.
for
That's
sure.
right.
With you on that.
Yep. All right. Uniqueness 9.
Give it a
9.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All
9
right.
out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Really?
But Blanco gets a 10 then.
What?
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 No. What other release gets a 10?
Oh, what? Oh.
What, Blanco?
Yeah.
Madeira? G4? I mean, this is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I was
I
tempted.
mean, at its core, it's still some of that tradition, right?
Right.
Which
it's
not
very
that unique, but
it's very
and Ocho
good.
comes out with so many different.
Variations already, so.
That's a good question. I don't know. It's not
interesting.
striking me. I think it's almost like there's a part of me that's like they're forcing it to be scarce by the way they're doing it. And that's like, I don't want to give it points for that just because it only comes out every few years.
Right.
But it is just a tip.
From a flavor analysis, and that's why it gets a 9 above where a normal cast strength or a still strength
Still
Blanco is 7 or an
7
8.
rates. Yeah.
The flavors, you're not getting distinctively different flavors than you would get from a good Blanco. They're just intense and really, really nice.
But see,
it's-
yeah, it's
like you're not getting an added
They're
element.
not even elevated.
Like the G4
Yeah.
Madeira added these elements to it that I had never had in a regular Blanco before.
You're right,
Like this didn't really do that. It's
Yeah.
very, very
Yeah.
good. But that's a good question. Is like what regular still strength Blanco could get a 10? I don't know. Maybe we just haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't been made yet. Even gotta save room.
It's a future.
All right, guys. Drinkability 10. Easy 10.
I give it a 9.
I give it an 8.
You're out of your mind.
And I think I am.
I mean,
Because it is.
well,
enjoyable.
maybe not. I guess I drank a lot more of this than you.
I'd
I
say
think it's-
9.9
it's
because I think the
delicious.
richness.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can
This
just
is
keep
so
going.
easy to drink. So easy to drink.
I don't know. I might just fall back on the Madeira. Like the Madeira, I can drink all day.
I think they're both 10s. I mean, maybe the Madeira is a bit more.
I think you might be.
It's a 9.9.
Okay, I think I'll go up to 9.
It's at least a 9.
Yeah, I'll go up to 9.
Yeah,
It's great. I mean, it's great.
It's pretty close to a 10, though.
I haven't been
But it's
drunk.
not
pretty close to
perfect, right?
That's not perfect.
Well, I think because the finish is kind of off-putting.
You're right.
So it's like, well, what? Keep
Yeah,
coming back
yeah,
this?
yeah.
No.
That little bitterness.
It's a 9.9. I'm going down to a 9. You're right. It's very close, though, for me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Done talking about the flavor experience here. Let's talk about the aesthetics and value. Aesthetics, 4.
I give it a 5.
No, it's definitely not a 5. But it's a. I give it a 4. But it's like,
stand out among the other tequila Ochos.
what are you talking
It's
about?
the exact same bottle. It's really the same design.
I'm telling you,
Puntas,
no,
it's
no,
got
no.
a
I'm telling you
big
right now.
Puntas sticker at the bottom.
Listen. If I took your glasses, right, and I crushed it, and then I put all
You
the
just wanna
tequila Ocho on the shelf, you would not be able to pick this out.
No, he's
Because
just
I'm
saying that-
completely blind.
No, he's saying it's
Yeah.
because he's colorblind. He can't even see that this is. He doesn't even know what color this is.
Fair
It looks
point.
great to me.
Yeah,
That's
see?
a fair point. Yeah.
But I will have to say, just earlier we were trying to grab the bottle of the añejo,
See?
And I
and he
didn't
goes
see
down
it.
there and he's like, it's like right in front of him.
Right.
He's like looking.
totally missed
right
it.
there, right there. It's
I
not
totally missed
unique. That's why it's not a 5.
Well, I think
Añejo,
also
but not the Puntas.
part of my problem is like the
The
general.
fact that you couldn't even figure out the difference between a
Well, that's the problem. I think is like Ocho's bottle in general is so bland,
Generic.
so
Yeah.
generic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't dislike it, but it's just a very generic bottle.
Right.
Like there's nothing
Yeah.
special
Maybe
about
I'll
it.
go down to a 3.
I'll go
I don't
down.
know.
I like the blue. They did make this stand out among
like
the
this
lineup.
color profile
It says
a lot.
overproof. Like it has the 106. Like there are some unique things to it.
Yeah.
That's why it's a 4, not a 3. But
Like a stag, George C. Stag bottle.
it's like a barrel pick. All right, guys. Final category: value. I gave it a 2, and I feel like I'm
I
being
give it
generous.
a 3.
I gave it a 3, being very generous if I'm just looking at MSRP. But
I mean, look, you can get Fortaleza still strength for cheaper than this.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're not getting the onion.
I don't care. Fortaleza's like everything's marked up like crazy. The still strength.
I don't
you
know.
can
This
still
Willy
find it.
Wonka experience, though, this one, I really enjoyed it.
G4 Madeira is cheaper
Is it
than this.
100? So
G4
let's-
Madeira is cheaper than this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a 3, guys. I don't think it's a just because it's limited.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go down
Fine,
2.
You're right.
I don't know. I think it's
Even
a 2.
a 1.
It's a strong 2. I mean, it's very good. You
Week
get
2, you mean?
It's a week
strong 1.
Yeah.
it's a I mean like I think if you paid $200 for this, you wouldn't feel let down.
I would.
I wouldn't. You're absolutely right. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. It's still really
Yeah,
good.
it's still
Like you're
good.
not getting bad quality thing.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's very good. I think anybody who buys it's going to enjoy the hell out of it. So,
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
all right, let's get our final tally.
Onion, man.
My final score stayed at an 84.
Maybe it's true. Class. Yeah, 83.
84.
All right.
84.
Our official Curiosity Public score for the 2023 Tequila Ocho Puntas.
Just a tip.
It's a gold, 83.
Wow. It's a good.
That is incredibly good score here on Curiosity Public. 83.
On the Publix.
Fantastic. I mean, I think we've only had
Yeah, any tequila up on here?
one tequila that scored higher than this, which is the Madeira. And very good showing. Very excellent stuff. Jules, take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below.
we
Give
even
us a thumbs up,
do that?
thumbs down. Either way, let us know. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. That really helps our channel out. Another good way is to buy t-shirts. We got
Like
these
this one.
ones. Links in the description. And please consider joining Curiosity Private membership program on YouTube and Patreon. And then also we have a podcast on the major platforms. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Felt like you were gonna fall asleep there.
Oh, yeah. I almost fell asleep listening to you.
Me too. I make myself
you know what?
fall asleep.
Buy some stuff.
On Temu.
On
Because,
Temu.
it's always good quality.